Are we recording? I always get my phone wrong. Okay, everybody, welcome back to VIP Your Vibe with Alfreda J. How are you guys doing? How's everybody doing this afternoon? Or are we still in the morning? Okay, so we back with another session with VIP Your Vibe with Alfreda J. Okay, and today we're gonna have a session on fasting that ass, and that's what we're calling it, fasting that ass. Okay, that's what we're gonna call it today, fasting that ass. Okay, so we did our RRP. Shit, you need to RRP in your frequency and your energy, right? And now we're gonna do fast that ass. Okay, that's what we're gonna do today. All right, but I have something I want you guys to listen to real quick and listen to the words while I get settled in.
No matter what kind of stuff is going on in your life, underneath it all, everything's actually all right. You're okay. Have more power than you might be giving yourself credit for. If you have something that's going on in your life right now that's challenging, painful, it's just a reminder that a little bit better care of yourself.
Yeah, it's about six, third one. Hey. Okay, you guys. I want to play a little of that real quick. I gotta get situated. These chairs, I tell you. But anyway, this is what I want to talk about real quick. Real quickly. Real swiftly. Listen, I don't know what's going on in Tarot Land. All I know is that you guys got to get yourself together. All right? Okay? Like I said, my name is Alfreda J. J. Dill is the last name. Okay? That's who I am, Alfreda J. Okay? So, at this point in time, you guys are going to be tested with a lot of things. Okay? Whatever your weakness is. All right? I've been on this journey for 13, maybe, I'm going to say about 13 years now. Okay? I'm definitely not a rookie to the journey. So everything that I come up with doesn't come from me. It comes from my father. It doesn't come from me. I take no credit for anything that I put out. My work is not self-serving. I don't use my work for self-serving purposes. Okay? When you mess with my sacred business, that's up to you. Okay? Life is about choices. And when you come to mess with sacred business, that's up to you. I didn't gain spiritual power on 3 or 4 years of a journey. For some of you guys seem to think because you've been on your journey for 3 or 4 years, baby, let me tell you something. You haven't had a holy ass whooping yet. I know you haven't. Because if you had your holy ass whooping, you guys wouldn't be doing the things you're doing. Let me give you a prime example. I'm going to give you one piece of my old holy ass whooping. Okay, so when Father tell you to stop doing something, right? I was with my kid's father. 20 years I was with him. Met him on a Friday, gave him some on a Sunday, baby, and we was together for 20 years. That's how my energy worked. So right now I'm on vacation, right? Okay, check me. So me and this man had 6 kids together, 5 boys and 1 girl, 5 kings and 1 queen. All of them are gifted. All of them talk the talk, the vibe and the dive talk. They all talk the talk, okay? Because I've been talking this talk for 13 years. It's just not something I started. That's why it's a habit, okay? So to make a long story short on this journey, one of the pieces to my journey was that I had got pregnant again. And that's when I was doing going to tarot. This happened in 2011, Okay, I was going to tarot. Yeah. You can't tell me shit about tarot. You said to me about going to tarot, you get cussed out like you do now in tarot land. Right? Yeah, motherfuckers want to cuss you out. Who the hell you think you are? Da, 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 da. But what people fail to understand is it is scriptures in the Bible that talks about tarot that you guys seem to want to forget and keep dismissing. And so what you're doing is you're blaspheming and you're talking his name in vain because you're talking about tarot cards and you're trying to mix God up in it. Then you're talking about scriptures, but yet none of y'all have quoted out the scriptures of Leviticus and Deuteronomy. That's where you fucking up. Okay? I told Father I would never mess with tarot again, right? Went back on my word. Went to a tarot reader and I want to know about my husband. Yeah. Because I didn't believe anything I was seeing. I didn't believe anything I was dreaming. I didn't believe nothing. When Father's calling on you, he sends certain things in your life. This is why I tell you guys to get off them labels and cables. Yahshua, yeah, we know his name. But I got saved off of Jesus. Father don't care about the labels and cables. Okay? He cares about what your heart and what your thoughts, the ones that get you caught. That's what he thinks about. Our black folks, you guys are too busy on these cables and these labels. But let's get off that. So I got pregnant and Father told me not to have another abortion. I had 6 abortions in my lifetime. Okay? 6 abortions in my lifetime. Yes, I have. I used to have dreams about them abortions. I had a dream one time that, this was back. I had a dream one time that the baby was in the sack in this, the things you take and you do the wood with. And that's what he was doing to the baby. Okay? All right? So when I met my kid's father, I felt bad, so I had to redeem myself. I felt that I had to redeem myself. I owed it, because I wasn't having no children. So I owed it to my spirit. My spirit didn't sit right with me, so I had 6 kids, right? So I got pregnant with the 7th one. Oh, no. Spirit told me not to do it. He did, and I did it anyway. So make a long story. We're gonna cut a long story real quick. I went in, came out. I couldn't get up. I kept like falling back to sleep. I just couldn't get the fuck up, right? So, they called a doctor, right? And the doctor took me back in. Now, follow me. He took me back in to go inside of me again, right? Came back out, put me back to sleep. Came back out. I still couldn't get up. For some reason, literally, I couldn't get up. I just kept wanting to just sleep. So I said, call my husband in the hallway. This was at Planned Parenthood, Mary Mason, San Diego. I got this done, right? And I said, call my husband. I told my husband, call the ambulance. And he did. Okay? They took me to UCSD hospital. I have the tape of my whole episode. Took me to UCSD hospital, right? UCSD, I'm still, awake and everything. They working on me. All I'm hearing, I'm using blood. I had about 3 or 4 blood transfusions. Okay. All right. They did the MRI. So what happened was the man punctured my uterus. So I was bleeding inside. I was dying. So when you can't get up, dying is really like peaceful. When you losing blood on the inside, you feel sleepy. I was dying. And mind you, I was only 105 pounds at the time. Okay, I was dying, right? So they was pumping blood. And how I knew I died was, okay, so they had to get me to surgery. They rushing me to surgery. They pumping blood and everything, right? So I told them to call the pastor of the church. They said, you don't have time. I said, oh, yes, I do. Because we all know what the scripture says. When you die killing a baby, having an abortion, what happens? We're your soul, right? So I called on the pastor and I asked the pastor, I said, I need to pray, right? Because my kids didn't know what was going on. Only my husband did. I told him not to tell him. So anyway, we prayed and I went under, right? So that's how I know you guys haven't had a holy ass whooping yet. You haven't had a holy ass whooping yet. No, you haven't had one. Okay? So when I went under, right, they had to do that. What is that? That CPR shit. I went into cardiac arrest. And the whole time I was in cardiac arrest, guess what? Father took me through hell. Okay. All right. And not only that, it didn't end there, baby. Oh no. When I tell you, when you get that holy ass whooping, you will get that holy ass whooping. So let me tell you what happened. So my brother came in. I was in ICU. And they didn't think I was going to make it. And so I woke up and I couldn't breathe. Okay. Couldn't breathe because my lungs was deflated. They couldn't inflate my lungs until I woke the fuck up, right? So when I woke up, beep, 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 I couldn't breathe. That's the worst feeling in the world, that you can't not breathe, right? Okay. So after that, the lady came in and the RN came over there and put something in my IV, gave me a shot, and I was able to breathe again, right? I was just laying there like, damn. All the doctors came, they was tripping because I lost almost all my blood. They couldn't believe that I survived this thing. Okay. So I was able to get out of ICU probably in 2 days. I was able to go into a regular room. So I went in a regular room, right? So they got these little things on your legs that keep you from getting clocks or whatever. I had that on. I had all kind of wires on me and shit, right? And so I got constipated. Oh yeah, my stomach fell up like it was 9 months. Like I was 9 months pregnant. Okay. Right? Okay. So nurses came in, gave me all kind of suppositories, gave me all kind of liquids. Nothing still wasn't happening. They even took me back down and thought I had some type of obstruction going on from surgery because they had to take my shit out, right? Left me with was it an ovary? Was it an ovum? They left me with one something, right? Now check me. So I'm sitting there miserable as hell. Didn't know what was going on, right? And they was thinking about taking me back to surgery, and I was scared. Let me tell you what else happened. So finally, what happened? The nurse came in there. She turned her back, and it was like The Exorcist. Yeah, you remember when the pastor came in there, and you remember that shot out her fucking mouth? That's how that shit came out of my mouth. It was shit, right? If it don't go down, it comes up, right? Right? All out my nose, just green bile, I mean, the nurse, she couldn't believe it. She was just frozen like, what the fuck? Right? Okay. Father was whooping my ass. Okay. Y'all playing with this game. He gonna whoop your ass, I'm telling you. He whoops your ass first. Right? Now check me. So all that shit came out of my mouth, all that green shit came out of my mouth. That was shit, that was bile, that was bullshit. Okay. Then after that, the doctors came in. They had to move my room, so the room was told to fuck up. They literally had to get some type of, I don't know what you call it, some shit that came water, right? So they moved me to another room, but guess what else they had to do? So they had to get the rest of the shit out my stomach, right? Because now the shit then came in my stomach. So they had to lay me down, and it took them 20 minutes. I was scared out of my fucking mind. I've never been so scared in my fucking life. Okay? Never been so scared in my fucking life. So they had to take a tube and put it down my nose to go into my stomach. So they can pump the rest of the shit out. Okay? Right? Building spiritual strength. Is that what we want to? Yeah. Okay? When Father call on you and tell you stop doing shit, you don't stop doing it, he gonna whoop your ass. Don't get it twisted. Ain't no fucking karmics. Ain't no magic. He whooping your ass from your past. He whooping your ass. Whatever you sowed, you shall reap. He whooping your ass. That's what he's doing. Okay? Now check me. So, In the hospital 2 or 3 weeks. Finally able to come home. Right? It didn't stop there. Right? My kids will tell you. I went through that shit by myself. When the father whoop your ass, ain't nobody with you. You going through that shit by yourself. Okay, so I goes home, and every time I would use the bathroom to urinate, my bladder would lock the fuck up like a Charlie horse. My kids would have to hold my hands in order for me to urinate because it would hurt so bad I would scream to dear fucking heaven. All I could say, okay, my father, all right, I hear you. Oh, I hear you now. Okay? Right? So I gave y'all a little piece. Okay? Gave y'all a little piece. Yeah. Because you know why he did that to me? Because I would not leave my kid's father. I wouldn't leave him. Because I had kids by him. My babies loved him. Negro came home. Always came home on time. Right? Whoever he had in the streets, I didn't know about it because they sure wasn't calling my house with the business. Right? Okay. So I wouldn't leave him. I had dreams that I should have left him. Father was telling me I should have left him. Father was telling me he didn't love me. Father was telling me no, no, no. And I kept going and I kept going till he gave me a holy ass whooping. Okay. So excuse me, my dears, darlings, if none of y'all intimidate me or scare me. Okay. Because I had my holy ass whooping. And those of y'all that's copying and pivoting and trying to duplicate my energy, you're going to get, I just gave you a piece. I don't think half of y'all will be able to deal with what the fuck I've been through. Okay, let's talk about material shit. Because y'all always throwing out who lived where. Baby, I worked for the county for 20 years, CPS. Don't get it twisted. Had a store after 5 Bath and Body. Yeah, I make products. Yeah, y'all just hearing about that, right? I don't need to slap and brag about what the fuck I do. None of your business, be honest with you. As far as I'm concerned, right? I done had the best of the best. My Uncle Willie Merle invented the California curl. Drip, drip, drip. On 92.5. Drip, drip, drip. Right? Okay? So that's why I don't care a fuck about material shit. Grand pianos, what? Whoopi Goldberg, what? What? I got pictures, what? Have you seen me? Oh, I'm in a picture with so-and-so. Oh, I know so-and-so. Oh, guess what? None of your business. It's not what I'm out here for. My uncle know people in the industry. I can ride off his coattail if I want to, but I don't want to. Because that's not what I'm riding for. I'm not riding to ride off folks' coats and their tails. Right? Okay. So I gave you that piece of information. So this is why I can sit here today and say I'm a humble ass. So you can call me arrogant if you want to. Cocky if you want to. That's none of my business how you feel about me. Yeah. Another tarot reader brought that over too. And her reads, it's none of your business what you think about me. A lot of y'all been on my pop-off channel. Y'all using my words, none of my business what you think about me, staying in your lane. Yeah, you do. I don't give a shit about that. Because as long as you know, and I know the business and know the truth. Right? Okay, so I gave y'all a piece of that. Right? Okay? So to say this is to say, and another thing I want to talk about is the sex with the twin. You might have had sex with your soulmate, but you ain't had sex with your twin. Fact check. You might have had sex with a soulmate, but you ain't had sex with a twin mate. You ain't had sex because, see, Father, them sacred unions, because half of the twins are married anyway. Because Father want to see what you going to do with it. Okay? Right? Yeah. You got plenty of soulmates. The soulmate energy feels like almost a twin rate energy. So you got to learn which energy is what. You got plenty of soulmates, but that number one sacred mate, you ain't slept with that. And y'all kills me the way y'all talk about it. Oh, you got that good nah. And yeah, check this out. Once the sacred rays connect through chakras, they don't connect through the vagina. Okay? I don't have to touch him. Okay? I don't need his body in the physical to get down with him. Okay? He can become intimate. And his shit could go limp. We don't need that. We don't need nothing of the external body. All the sexual making love is from the inside. Chakra to chakra, clicking, making love. Having orgasm from chakra to chakra, baby. Yup, please. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. These tarot readers got y'all on a wild goose chase. That's because half of them are the side chicks that's posing as twin chicks. Okay. Right? Fact check. Sorry. It's a fact check. Half of the feminists don't think that the masculine is their twin. But half of the karmists think the masculine is their twin. See how that's rolling? Right? Okay. So I'm going to give you a little thing about my spiritual connection that turned into an infection. I'm going to tell you a little bit about him. Hood star. And let's get that shit straight too. Whatever you like, whether you light skin, you like the brown eyes, you know what I'm saying, 13-inch, whatever. Your twin will always be the opposite. Your twin will always be in a body that you don't like, that you don't vibe with, the look and everything. Your twin is never somebody that you would date. Don't get that twisted. I don't date with hood Negroes. Never have. Friends. Never dated them. Okay? Now my spiritual mate, he like thick. Blah, 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 blah. And one thing I say about him, he never lied to me. He told me one time, he said, I ain't watching you because I like you. I'm trying to figure out how'd you get out of all that shit I did. Oh, your standards high as fucking you ain't got shit. Oh, girl, tell you, he was sitting there cracking up on that Facebook. Oh, he was getting down. Oh, you ever disrespect me? He even had his gun out. It's just that simple. Right? We talk about the download shit, right? He ain't never lied. He put it on the Facebook. It was a man in a medieval jacket. And he had a sword. I'm going to make you my bottom bitch. Right? Now, you karmists might have got lied to, but make no mistake. Your twin cannot lie to you. There's a energy and he can't do it. Okay? He ain't never lied to me. He ain't lied to me. Told me straight up. I don't feel that way. Right? Ghosting. Who ghosted who? Father told me to reach out to him last year. I did. 3 times strikes you out. That's it. Right? So all this divine feminine been on the masculine us and waiting. I don't know where y'all getting that information from. Okay? Because half of the divine ones have not even seen their particular spiritual connect in 7 to 10 years. Haven't even spoken to them in 7 to 10 years. So y'all couldn't take me on no wild goose chase. You couldn't tell me nothing about mine. But what pissed me off though, talk about yours. Talk about his infidelities and what the hell he's doing. That's what you do. Right? I don't need to come to tarot to talk about mine because I see them all up in here. Whether I want to or not, dear. Okay? So I'm just giving y'all a little pop tip. Right? Okay. So let's get started. I want to give you guys a little piece of that. And to build your spiritual energy, you guys, whoever's trying. See, this is the thing with the competition and the pivoting. I've been celibate for 13 years. Don't stop your cards. I know you have already. I've been celibate for 13 years. So you want to get on my stage, sis, try closing your legs. Because that's what builds spiritual power. By the hour. It's celibacy. Okay. Is it easy? Hell nah. You know how many times I have to keep myself in the house? Talking about, the divine feminine. Oh, the feminine is staying in the house. Oh, she's staying in the house. Motherfucker, hell yeah, we staying in the house. Motherfucker, I stay in the goddamn house. When my shit get too heated, I'm tempted because when that Kenny Laney get the fucking busting and come busting up in this motherfucker, you don't give a fuck who it is. And that's what half of the Bastion's problem is that Kenny Laney energy is out of control. But we were going to keep talking about, oh, they're just a hoe. Tell the truth. Y'all don't know that because you don't understand, because Father didn't give you that information. Right? Right. Okay, then. So, let's get started, and we're going to get to, let me see what we're doing. So, the name of this session today is Fast That Ass. That's what we're calling this today. Fast That Ass. Right? Okay, what did I put? Because I'm always missing somebody. We're going to go Fast That Ass today. What you saying, babe? About who? Who? What about Ghetto Now? No, I ain't been back on her page. Girl, I told you when I addressed shit, I ain't got time for that. What happened? Oh, you watched her grab bag Monday? Oh, she on there doing what? Oh, she said kill that shit? Girl. Yeah, see, that's why I told you. But remember when I first started, Spirit said, don't get on YouTube yet. Spirit told me not to get on YouTube yet. So she said, kill that shit, huh? Hey, it is. Girl, I ain't got time for that. I don't. Yeah. Like I said, I'm going to say this. Divine ones build each other's plate. Divine ones don't take from each other's plate. Okay? Divine ones build each other's plate. We put in each other's plate and build each other's plate. We don't come over and take from the plate. They call ourselves a divine one, right? A right one, right? We don't do that. So you guys, by your actions and your character, it's not hard to know who the hell you are.